Hello Aries, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. Excuse me, I just got to clear my throat a bit. So welcome. So first of all, as always, I want to say thank you to everybody for the likes, shares, thumbs up, comments, and also donations as well. So thank you very much. Totally appreciate that. Just helps me to grow my channel, get out share the messages across the world, or to whoever needs to see them, feel them, hear them, sense them, receive these messages in whatever way or form. And it's interesting because I was just going to say and across the universe as well, so the vibration is there. So anyway, so thank you all for that. I do appreciate your support in that way. With the subscribing, thank you for the subscriptions as well, for subscribing to my page. There is no fee to that, just an FYI. It's just simply clicking on the button. For some of you that may mean that you might need to, it might be a short process of a couple of clicks for you. But for some of you, but yeah, I do super appreciate that, because that is one of the ways of how I can grow my channel and be able to put out more, or continue putting out more free content, or consistently, as I'm saying that. So yeah, super big thank you for to that, everybody. Okay, so anyway, let me see where we're going. Okay, so these just a quick reminder, these videos, the messages that come through with these readings, they are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. So this is for Aries, of course. Whether Aries is in your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus in your chart, sign in your chart. So if you don't know what your other signs are, please check out in the description box below. There is a website, a link to a website that has a free calculator on it, and it will work it out for you. So then you can check out what your other signs are saying if you feel like you want to or need to, and to give you a more comprehensive overview about what's going on. And also, if these are not quite, if what's coming through here for you isn't quite resonating with you, or you might need a little bit more, added to it, don't totally throw it out the window, because these are generally, it could be a forecast for you. So that's why I say don't throw it totally out. Just, keep it in the back of your mind, and also, check out one of your other signs. It may bring a little bit more clarity to you, but it also may be, confirms something that you may be intuitively picking up on, but not quite sure, or something that you're in right now. Or it could be actually something to do with the distant past or the recent past, and maybe you've not quite figured out what the hell was that about fully yet. So, and that could be what it is for you, what this message or messages could be about for you. So anyway, today I am using the Starman Tarot deck once again. I have my other deck. I can't find the book or the case for cover by that. Anyway, my other deck, my trusty deck, my other trusty deck of tarot cards that I'll be using as well. That I think it's Juliet Sharman Burke deck. And the crystal spirits deck today, and possibly the angels, because in the there's a Sacred Earth Oracle. We'll see what happens. There's going to be there's a lot of energy around at the moment with you, Aries. So as I was shuffling the Starman Tarot deck, it was interesting. There was you heard the song Fire, by the Pointer Sisters. So, and it was, there's something going on there for some of you. Maybe there might be a little bit of fire in your life, a little spark in your life that's either needing to come in, or for you to allow yourself to come out, with a little bit of fire. And because, you are a fire sign. So whether that be in a romantic way, a sexual way, or just energy way, as in getting a cracker up your bum and get moving with something, whatever that is for you. But I feel like for some of you, there's a combination of, all three of what I just said, okay? That may be not all at once, but it's maybe something that has been coming up or popping up for you. Okay, so, okay, we have three here. Seraphis Green Quartz is one of the cards, the crystal cards that sort of popped out today. And Jade. And the Seraphis Green Quartz is number 50 in the deck. Then we have the Jade over here in New Zealand, where it's the green stone like is Pounamu. So whatever jade, and for whatever area of the world that you are in, it'll be jade or nephrite. That's number 27. And then we have Euclay's number 23, okay, in the deck. So it's come through. So anyway, I'm just going to, as we're talking, yeah, Jade. So I'm not sure where they're going with that. So number 20. First of all, go to the green Seraphis one, because it's like number 50 in the deck. So seeing as it was the first one to come out. So what I'm just going to Google while I'm having a wee chat here with you. Because it's not so much I've been organised, I decided to do it a different way, do things a different way, and I forgot that actually I don't know what all the meanings of some of these cards, so with some of these crystals, and what their benefits are. Apart from the two first ones are obviously to do with the heart chakra, and I feel like for this one here, it's to do, and actually both of them, there is a sense of flow in your energy system, like whereas in well, that's what the heart is about. Pumps the blood around in the body. So there's a sense of maybe a few blockages in your life or in the heart chakra area that is needing to be unblocked. So maybe I kind of feel like there's sense that there's something in there for you. Okay, so I've just like Googled that, and let me see what's come up for this one here. Where are my glasses? Okay. Okay, let me see. Now there's usually I have actually got some notes somewhere here, but I have filed them without putting any, what do you call it? Without putting them in a folder with clearly named, that's what it is. So, okay, here we go. So like reasons to use it would be, there may be something about you reclaiming knowledge and capturing knowledge. And it is like more so to do with, I keep going back to, the heart chakra basically, and balancing the heart chakra energy. So, and it's like, I don't really want to read this because it's really, they're just wanting to go into really like super hone into that, because it's like, what the 5 is about energy, seeing everything that it is energy and vibration, and remembering that it is energy and vibration. So whatever energy that we're putting out is what we're going to receive back, almost, not almost, in a way, almost. It depends on how how quickly we catch ourselves in that time or in that moment, but to reverse it or undo it, you could say. So it's like, what I'm hearing is, this is about, really tuning into your heart chakra, basically, because I'm not getting anything else other than that. And even like when I'm looking through this, it's not really, well, it is making sense, but it's not, it's kind of going blurry on me. So there may be some things that are like blurry on you or not being revealed, and that you are needing to bring through that, like, look at things in a joyful way to help switch the perspective. Because if you're going to stay in this like funny little place or big place, however you see whatever it is that's clogging up that space, you're going to not be able to move on. So this is really about releasing, obviously, with, these things is about releasing stuff, which for you is negativity in the heart chakra area. So one of the ways is through, grounding is what I'm hearing from this card, from this energy. So it's kind of interesting how, how green this Seraphis green is. It's beautiful. So I'll leave that for you to Google anyway, because 0 is about going into that transitional phase of something new. So there may be a new energy that's being around you, or you may be creating a new energy, but there may be a shift in you at the moment, and you are understanding what is going on for you at the moment, and shifting the energy. It's like, and you may have made some decisions about that and not fully acknowledged it or embraced it properly. So I do feel like many of you are on a journey at the moment into, like with this one, as in transitioning, you know, energy-wise, and, you know, going into that space, so readying you for the next phase of your life. So it may be that you, you know, doing things, you know, like tidying up loose ends, and with people that are around you, and property, and or, you know, or visiting, or, you know, signing off deals, or signing off marriages, or signing, you know, or signing, shifting from one house to another, or something like that, and signing off to move into something new, or there's that sort of preparation, which has probably brought through some of the heart stuff there as well. So then we have jade. Okay, so jade, well, there are many different types of jade, so I'll just Google that one as well. So over here, definitely about the heart chakra again. So there's a lot of you know, heart, there's a lot of heart space energy here for you. This month. It's probably been there for a little while, but it's probably not come out, well, whatever it is that you're going through is like something, a different heart space or a different heart energy that's been, you know, around you before. So there's something about, because there's what I'm hearing is like leaving something behind, that sort of sense, or someone behind, so you can move on into some, you know, move on to the next phase, basically. So now the jade, it's aids in detoxification by strengthening the body's filtration and cleansing system. So helps boost the immune system, and it also improves heart, lungs, and thymus. So there's that whole, like through here, this section here, which makes total sense when I think about it. So, and it also helps to stimulate, you know, the life force within you. So, which is kind of where I feel some of you, so the life force might have been like knocked out of you, or like it might have like knocked the wind out of you, and so forth, where you may have been a little bit, you know, like taken aback, you know, breath-wise, and it's time for you to just move on from that and leave that in the past, or you know, transitioning through that, because 27, it's number 27, so in the deck. So 2 for me is about relationships. So there may be someone coming into your life, into your life as in a relationship wise way, romantic or otherwise. So it doesn't necessarily need to be romantic, but relationships in you know, kindling, rekindling, building, that sort of thing, or beginning or ending. Okay, so I'm hearing, you know, and it could be a partnership, a friend, or just coming into a space, like as in coming into the family, or coming, you know, friends into like a work or a business space, or whatever that could be for you. So, you know, this is about, you know, looking at relationships, or being in relationships, and observing, looking, you know, learning, healing, how we relate to others and them to us. So, which goes back to that energy side of things, is about, you know, not everybody resonates with us, and you know, with the way we do things, and it may not be like right now, may not have been in the past, but it could be in the future that they more resonate, if at all. But this is kind of like, you know, this is about allowing yourself to move through that transition, or transition through, you know, through whatever it is, like that you may be going into now, or have just come out of, or right at the moment, is like going through that with that healing of the heart, mind, frame of spirit, frame of soul, frame of energy, frame of everything, you know, and with love, of course. So, and then 0, yeah, is like I say, it's about transition. But 7 is about, you know, is about learning and realizing, remembering that actually we are the creator of whatever it is we, you know, of whatever it is that we want to do, be, have, and give in our lives. Okay, so only, you know, at the end of the day, the buck stops at us, and starts with us, okay? Stops and starts. So we're the ones that call the shots, basically, ourselves. And then we have you plays here, which is number 23. Okay, so that's number 2 and number 3. So two, back once again, back to, relationships and things like that, and what we've just talked about. But the 3 is finding that balance between, in the relationship, there's that give and take, and there's that, and because of what they're showing, the yin and the yang side of things, and looking at, but I feel like this is a lot too to do with your relationship with yourself. This is, at the end of the day, like I say, the buck stops. I can't go the buck stops and starts with ourselves. So, because we are the creators of whatever it is that we're wanting to, like, do, be, see, and give and have, but also who we are. Who do I want to do things with, give things to, or, give things with, to and with, be with, and have, have in my life. So there's like looking at it from different aspects as well. So anyway, the first card that's come up out of the Starman deck, out of the Starman deck is the Starman. Holy cow, I just about tripped myself up then. So number 1 in the deck. So this is obviously, it kind of feels like you've taken the steps to do something. You've made a decision, maybe fairly recently, to take the next step, like a leap of faith. You've gone into that, but the Starman is like, okay, yep, taking that step now. And it's like, I'm going to blow your mind. That's the energy behind this Starman win for the first one. So, and he's not only going to blow his own mind, we're not even going to blow your own mind. You're going to blow other people's minds. You're going to blow your own mind, because it's like, I feel like whatever it is that's coming up in the near future, whatever plans you've got, and you may not realize this fully now, that you will literally blow your own mind as to actually how much strength and courage you do have within you. And also, with you making this decision, actually, I'm so glad I made it now, or I've done it now, because I feel, it's like you're feeling more that that you're in the right space now, and things will start to evolve. So then we have the 3 of Cups after the Starman came out on its own. And that's about celebration. And this is about celebrating life, celebrating your life, but celebrating, everybody's life in general. But obviously this is about you. So this is, you celebrating you. So there may be a lot of, in the emotional things that you've gone through. Okay, so there's 3 people that are in there. So there may be like a celebration that you're celebrating with your children. Could be celebrating with, I don't know, just, friends, not just friends, but friends. It could be, you're celebrating, whatever it is. It's like there's 3. There's times the power of 3 is what I'm hearing for some of you. So it could be that you're just celebrating something new, and it's just like times the power of 3, magnificent for you, and with the accomplishment that you have done. But I just feel that there's, the Cups is obviously about emotions, and with the water in it, something's flowing now, because it's like with you have taken that, that step with the Ace of Cups, you're moving, and you've moved, you've shifted. It might have been really, really emotional, and you've got, it's like there's a new beginning in there, and the 2 was just like winding things up, but now the 3, and you kind of like it was a little bit unsettling, but you just, like indecision and things like that, but you've taken the next step. So moving into the 3, it's like there's that celebration and that thinking and that feeling, but also in that knowing, yes, I've done the right thing in that sense as well for some of you, or a lot of you, depending on whatever it is that you're working through for you. Moving into. So very exciting. I kind of feel in a way that's kind of going over something from last week as well. So it may be that you've kind of like been on the fringe of things, or I'm hearing hinge too. So it's like, because I'm hearing a door creaking. So maybe you open the door and you like closed it a little bit because of your mind getting in the way, or your emotions getting in the way of that. So it's like, what? So then we have these 2 that have come out, the Prince of Swords and also the Hierophant. So the Prince of Swords is like, what I'm hearing with him, it's like there may be something that's coming that you're moving into. So with the Swords, there's usually there's movement with the Prince, or rather, they usually like have, with the Prince is come in, there's some sort of movement, and often it can be quite a swift move, and sometimes we need those swift or 11th hour, not even that, or out of the blue moves, or something happened to you know, to make us move, to get us moving a little bit more in the direction, in case we like stop, in case you like close that door right up, or you just keep going like that for God knows how long, but it's like they're opening it right up. So the Prince of Swords comes in, and he's talking about, you know, not letting your head get in the way of things. This is about you asserting, making a decision and sticking to it now, okay, Aries. So it's like, because there I do feel like, you know, sometimes your imagination, like with the, you know, like with all of the signs, really, we're all capable of it. We can, you know, go into like a negative buzz, or we can go into about money and situations like that with you. It could be. So there's, but there's a sense of passion too. And I feel like for some of you, there's this motivation behind something that's, you know, will help you move. So this swords is like coming through with you, like, you know, moving through, not letting your thoughts get in the way from stopping you from doing, you know, you know, stopping you or slowing you from, you know, moving towards what it is that you want to do, okay, or achieve at the moment, or coming up like right now, even for some of you, but in the long term as well. So this is kind of like in a way you're preparing. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. The Hierophant. So there may be, like, for you, you may have gone through some sort of spiritual awakening, a spiritual journey on another level, or on a deeper level, in some way or form anyway. So, or you maybe like this may be your a spiritual journey, just going through this now. So what I feel like is, you know, sometimes there's that longing of what could have been, and there's this like toing and throwing back and forth in your mind. It's like, should I, you know, like, I do want to leave, but I don't want to leave, but but I'm going to go anyway. But it's like, so it's like, but you can't go right now, or you can't move right now. Nothing is like fully moving right now, because it's maybe a little, because it could be COVID that's holding that up. It could be that's created a shift, whatever it is. I'm just saying, that's given this epiphany, and it could be something else, though, that's happening in your life, or happened in your life to turn things around, your frame of mind, your thinking. So, which has thrown you into this deeper spiritual awakening or spiritual journey phase, like looking in from that aspect. So, whatever it is, you know, this is, you know, you're going through it. It's like, I feel like I have these ideas that are coming through. So it's like communicating what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and, you know, it is with the people that are around you, to the universe, but I'm hearing more so the people that are living that are around you, so they know where you are with it. So rather than holding things back, and it's like, oh, no, but I'm okay, it's all right, but it's actually clear for some of you, not all of you, clearly you're not, and clearly you are needing a little bit of confirmation or clarification, or you just want to like, just come clean, you know, and allow yourself to speak freely, okay? So there's that sort of thing that's going on there. So I just want to like, there's another card or two that's coming up with that. So, you know, so just taking your time, because I feel like for some of you, there's, you know, it's not until next year, or the beginning of next year, or the end of this year, where, you know, some definite where you can make your move pretty much physically. It's, you know, for some of you are kind of making your move already now, but it's like the finalized thing. It's like when you actually, what you're preparing for actually happens, actually comes to fruition. So then we have the 10 of Pentacles that's just come out, fallen out. They're in this deck. And then this one is talking about there is something that comes to, you know, like a transitional energy to do, not just with the energy, with your energy, physical energy, but also with with the financial side, it's like you've kind of like sussed things out basically, and you're in this transitional place of accepting, yep, this is what I'm going to do, this is where I'm going to go, this is how I'm going to do it, or how we're going to do it. So, you know, there's that sort of energy, or I know where I'm going now, and financially, but also physically as well. And with the Pentacles, you know, that's about, you know, grounding as well. So it's like grounding, keeping yourself grounded. Don't let yourself get too much in your head, okay, and overthink things. So there is one more card that I'm feeling is coming out soon, I hope. So definitely transition with 10 with me. So like I say, 9, you know, 9 is about a completion of a cycle for me, and then when, you know, 10, or the going into the 0, you know, the 0 then going into the 1, whichever way you like to look at it. But I see 10 as a transitional phase, you know, it's like, or that, you know, that space where you, you know, after the completion or the end, you're not, you get it, but then it's like, then you start to fully bring it together, you know, blend it, and as you're, and, you know, fully embrace it, acknowledge it, and moving in, as you're in transitioning those thoughts, feelings, you know, and as well as you're moving through, that's the as you're moving through phase into the next phase, which is like for me, you know, the 1, you know, or the ace, you know, starting there. Okay, awesome. So, you know, in the tarot, the prince, you know, or the page is the one that comes up with the new beginnings, or that next shift after the 10. So, but it's like, then they usually bring up, you know, they bring up lots of, you know, new beginnings in one way or another. So anyway, there's one more card. So what is bring up the last card for Aries. Oh, there we go. They do that to me sometimes. So it's like, now these were in reverse, so that's the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, so in reverse. But I just like the 4 of Wands, there's definitely some movement. It's like there's, you know, there's 2 of you walking, you know, you're walking hand in hand with the 4. 3 is like there's something about, you know, you've like you've set your sights as to where you want to go, as to where you're going, because like 2 is, you know, with the 2, that's like you're out looking out, but this is like the 3 is like, yes, it's like now, you know, it's like taking the next step basically. But then it's like, then you have the 4 of Wands, it's like, yeah, something is definitely moving. So, and even though that was back to front when they come up or behind each other, it was the 4 and then the 3, but I'm hearing, you know, and I'm seeing that, yes, it's like you can move on into the next phase with someone else, or, you know, to someone else in a different way. So whatever that means for you, but then, and as well as the 3 there. So it's kind of like there's it's kind of beautiful actually, because it's like I feel with the 3 you can more see where you're going now, because it's like there's, because of that acceptance, and because it's like, you know, you're like, you've looked into the horizon, looked into the future, had a vision about where you wanted to go, and it's like you've planted some visual seeds, and also for some of you maybe some physical seeds as well. So it's like, but it's giving, there's more direction now. That's what I'm hearing, and so you've got more. There's a plan or an idea where you're going to work towards a goal. Shot. So anyway, I just realised I haven't talked about the ukulele, so I shall do that right now. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so ukuleles. It's actually a beautiful blue, isn't it? So in the picture here on Google here, that I've Googled here, brought up on the internet, it looks like a turquoisey sort of dime blue colour, but not quite. Anyway, ukuleles has been known to alleviate various pains and aches, particularly pains that are associated with arthritis, muscle tension, and muscular cramps. Apart from that, it is an effective antibacterial and antiseptic. So eucalyptus, on the other hand, also aids in healing scratches, minor cuts, and even swelling. So I'm kind of like, some of you may actually get that, but what I'm hearing that, and there's sometimes, because I'm drawn to the throat chakra, of course, because of the blueness about it, but it's also about, so the antibacterial, antiseptic side of it is like clearing and cleansing your body. If you're looking at from another, like a spiritual sort of or energetic flow, there's something so sort of a clearing through that thymus, the heart, chakra, and that sort of thing, okay, as well. So basically, that's usually blues, color blues is got to usually around, the throat chakra or the thymus, gland as well, about clearing energy. So it's interesting that I've forgotten to do that, and I'm doing this now because I'm just bringing that back to the 10 of Pentacles, because this, for wealth, if you are looking for a stone that brings positive energies which will influence you and the other persons around you, then eucalyptus is the perfect stone for you. It also, the stone brings abundance and wealth. What's more, the stone will aid you to see the opportunities that others won't notice immediately. So it's like, but on saying that, the energies will remind you that that wealth is available at all times. So it will help you to, have that trust and that faith throughout as you're creating it, making it, building it, accomplishing it. Okay. Anyway, well, I'm gonna leave it there for you now, Aries. It's kind of been like a big energy in a way, but a very beautiful energy as far as healing. That one doesn't want. Oh gosh, nothing's going to stand up properly at the moment. So there may be something that's going on at the moment where you may be feeling like nothing's standing up properly or nothing's going right. But actually I feel like things are going right, as per se. Or it's just you maybe have put your foot in the door, a foot in your mouth or your foot in the door, and stopping it from closing it. Maybe you're ready to close a chapter or a door or something like that, but you've put your foot in the door to not close it fully. So some of you may be in that, and some of you is at the other end, at the other end of the spectrum, where you're opening the door and then you're closing it, but something or someone else, spirit maybe, has stuck their foot in the door to say no, don't close it right up. Or you may be just opening it and closing it a little bit and having a peek through there. So anyway, so then it's kind of, I feel like for some of you that's a bit of a progression. Others of you is it's going to be, this will probably be a little bit of encouragement and a booster for you. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to leave that there with you, Aries, with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement and adventure from my amazing spiritual team. Okay, where are they going? Something's not quite finished yet, but it may be that you're feeling okay. That's why it's because the and that's why the foot is going to the door for some of you, or because you're feeling something's not quite finished yet, and no, because you haven't finished, you're not fully through that preparation. So there's a little bit of time, but there is there will be a point where it's like you have to move it, because that's what that Prince of Swords is in there, or the Prince is in there. Okay, so that's from my amazing Zion energy team as well, guides, and also from the amazing energy of Aries. We leave you there. We'll leave you with this. Okay, bye for now, and we shall see you next Monday.